Hey everybody, this is your host Jankenomics, and welcome back to the series I entitled Shipenomics. This is going to be episode 4 for me, and we're doing a special one on carriers. So I'm entitling this one Carriers 101. I'm going to play a couple Tier 7 carriers today. I'm going to go through how I have those carriers set up, as well as the carrier commanders, and I want to give you the basics about how to play a carrier, because I want to make sure that when you queue up with us, that you're not a detriment to your team. I want to make sure that you're doing the right thing and not the wrong thing, okay? Now, again, this is not advanced level stuff. This is just 101, okay? Basics. Now, I've had a very, very good opportunity to play with some really, really good carrier players. Some of them inside of Warfare at Sea, my clan, and then some of them outside of Warfare at Sea. And let me tell you, the people that I've been able to watch, they're really good with these things. And I think that it's helped me learn a little bit about them as well. And I want to be able to pass on some of that knowledge that I learned from these guys. So, without further ado, let's get into the first ship here in the line that I'm going to go through, and that's the Parsival. This is the Tier 7 German aircraft carrier. Tier 7 German aircraft carrier. The special trait about these things is it has AP bombs, armor-piercing bombs. What these things do is they hit citadels from orbit. They're kind of cool. They do a lot of damage. These things are pretty gruesome. I think these ships probably have close to as high as DPM in the game at the aircraft carrier level as you could possibly get. Now, there's two different aircraft carrier commanders for the German line that you can run. One of them is more bomb-centric. The other one is more aircraft-centric. Now, what I mean by that is, I'll go right into it, and I'll go talk to you first about Hans Geisler. Hans Geisler is more AP bomb centric, and what I mean by that is, I get these perks for improving my average AA damage per second. But the difference that I get here is I get two perks: one for torpedo damage, I get another one for torpedo bombers health pool, as well as detectability of those torpedo bombers. But what I get over Hans Geisler that I don't get on Starscream, Decepticon Starscream, is this: Heavy Consequences gives you an extra 3% AP pen damage, AP bomb penetration multiplier, as well as an extra 3% of the AP bomb damage. So that's an extra 3% that you get with him that you necessarily don't get with Starscream. What does that mean in the long run? Well, in speaking with one of the best carrier players I know, who is actually on my team with me at Task Force Able, he says that he gets way more Citadel hits running this. So I'm going to believe him. As inspirations, I keep them pretty much the same across the line here. Space Fishy for extra torp speed. I want to get those pesky destroyers out of the map, off the map as quickly as possible. That's my number one priority. And then number two, I'm running Iona. She's a special aircraft carrier commander for the Japanese line. She gives me 4% extra aircraft restoration time. I want to get as many aircraft up in the air. I want to get them restored as fast as I can. Get them right back up there, start torpedoing, start bombing, doing everything I can to help my team win this game. And last but not least here for the legendary skill, I'm running Corkscrew, extra 5% penetration multiplier. Got Hans Geisler, he is 16 Legend 3. Iona is a 15 Legend 1, and Space Fishy is a 16 Legend 3. So going through Hans Geisler, we'll go through the Parsival real quick. I'm running Flight Control Mod 1, gets 15% extra boost to the aircraft restoration time. That is huge. That's the way I'm going to run that. That's the way I'm going to set this ship up. Air Groups Mod 2, extra health to my dive bombers, torpedo bombers, so they're not getting shot down by enemy secondary, or excuse me, enemy anti-aircraft as quickly. And I'm also running Concealment Systems Mod 1, a little bit better detectability by detectability range. And I'm also running Air Groups Mod 3, faster return speed so that I can get aircraft back up in the air quicker as soon as they get back. And then again, I get more health points to the dive bombers and torpedo bombers. I do have the Parsival all maxed out. You're going to see that it says Messerschmitt BF-110s. They're not going to look like that. They're going to look like F-15s because I'm running the Starscream skin on this. I'm hoping that the Wargaming devs are going to bring out something pretty soon to get rid of the propeller sounds with the Starscream F-15s that go up in the air, and hopefully they sound like jets pretty soon. That'd be really cool. The attack squadron on the upgraded torpedoes and the upgraded bombs, you get three fighters, or you get 3 bombers, torpedo bombers per drop, and this is what they look like. And I also have the Parsival upgrade to the hull. Stat-wise, we're looking at 51,400 health points. Here's the aircraft. I'm looking at torpedo bombers right now. Again, squadron of 9, but the attack size that actually drops down is a 3-attack squadron. Detectability range is 9 kilometers. They restore every 65 seconds. Those torpedoes do 6,405 damage to somebody who doesn't have any torpedo blister on their ship. 59 knots is a torpedo speed, and they have a 3-kilometer range. Dive bombers on the same line there. 10-kilometer detectability. They restore every 62 seconds, and they do 7,828 damage for a citadel. And hopefully I can show you what those look like, and we'll get right into these games. So here's what she looks like. That's the Augustus von Parzival, Tier 7 German aircraft carrier, and she has really, really, really good AA, anti-aircraft defenses. That's probably one of the best I've seen. So we'll start this one up. We'll queue it up. For those of you that are maybe tuning in for the first time, you'll know that the way that I do these videos is I hit the record button and I'm not scripting anything. I want to talk to people. I want to talk to you guys directly. I don't want to cherry pick a game. I just want to show you guys the basics, okay? Again, Carriers 101. I'm not going to be showing you any Super Unicum stuff. I'm just going to be showing you what to do and trying to explain to you what not to do. First thing right off the bat, before we even get in the game, people that are mashing B to get their carrier into the back of the map, you are doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Don't back your carrier into the back of the map. That is not only a noob move, but you're hurting your team because you're not getting your aircraft into the game as quickly as you should be, which means their enemy aircraft carrier is going to be having a higher DPM than what yours are because you're taking so much more time to get your aircraft in the game. Now, second, I'm taking a look to see what I got. Now, there's an Implacable on the enemy team. I'm looking at the enemy destroyer list. I got 4 destroyers I got to worry about. I got a Gachimama, a Udachi, a Kagero, and a Lightning. Now, the ones that are obviously bigger priorities to me is going to be that Udachi and that Kagero. So I'm going to launch a full squadron here. I'm going to have 9 aircraft up on this. Now, I'm not too worried about destroyers AA shooting these planes down. I want to keep these planes spotted. But at the same time, I want to be able to throw some torpedoes into the side of these bad boys and try and get them off the map as quick as possible. The name of the game is if you can depth strike a destroyer right off the bat, that is a huge, huge, huge help and bonus to your team. To start a game out like that is that's what great aircraft carrier captains are able to do. I'm telling you right now, I'm not a great aircraft carrier captain, but I'm going to do my best and see what I can do for y'all.
Enemy force detected.
All right, so we got a couple cruisers pushing into the zone here. We got. There we go. Priority number 1. Destroyer spotted. Gachimama. Hopefully I can get a torpedo hit there. Getting my plane's shot up pretty bad because he's not leaving the spawn just yet. Making him smoke up outside the cap is a huge plus for my team. I'm going to go ahead and drop these. I'm just going to send those back to the aircraft carrier so they don't get shot down. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to launch another run of torpedo planes here. So I did get one hit. 5,000 damage to the Gachimama. And sorry, I come up with these unique nicknames, and I'm sure other people use the same ones as I do. But I do see we have another destroyer on the back side of this island. That's going to be key for me. Their aircraft carrier went right for our destroyers as well. He is no slouch. He knows exactly what to do. So here's the Udachi. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get to the back side of this island. And then I'm going to set up a torpedo run on this back side here. Now what he's trying to do there is he's trying not to get spotted. And I may be able to push him right outside of the smoke screen here. Oh yeah, go ahead and back up into that and we'll see if we can depth strike you. Boom! That's a depth strike, ladies and gentlemen. That is exactly what we want to do. That's what these aircraft carriers are capable of. Nasty, nasty things. Now it looks like their York put themselves into a position where he's almost dead. If we can go get up there and maybe help out the spotting, we can get him spotted and shot off the map, and we'll be up with a two ship advantage hopefully. All right, there it is. We got the York off the map. Looks like we are in the epicenter pretty well here. So I'm curious to see where we're going to get some fighters coming from. Enemy planes, that is. Okay, I don't have torpedoes ready, but I do see that there is 2 destroyers over here. That Atlanta's almost gone. If I can keep him spotted. Here comes torpedo planes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back this way already. I don't like torpedo planes. I'm going to go ahead and drop some fighters right over the top of these planes. And I'm going to go back to worrying about this guy back here. There it is. Atlanta's gone. Now all I have back here is a Richelieu, completely defenseless with no AA to help him. And I'm also spotting this Lightning at the same time. So if I can make them have a bad day, I'll consider that a win in my book. Alright, so here comes the first run of AP bombs. Here they come. Nope, no citadels there. Maybe hit a little bit too far back in the superstructure. I'll see if I can get up another run. Hopefully I can get them around those turrets. I think the turrets are the secret to the French battleships. They really got a strong deck on those things. And they have really, really good AA defenses. Alright, so I got 1 penetration hit there, it looks like, or maybe it was a shatter, it looks like, actually. Not too much damage on the Richelieu. Again, those are French battleships. They're a little tougher to deal with. So now that I see that we're pushing up pretty good here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring up my aircraft carrier so I can get them closer to my guys over here. Now the other thing I can do is I can actually spot torpedoes coming in at my ships if it so happens to be that way. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can get this Richelieu flooding. Both destroyers are sitting back here at the moment. Richelieu is backing up. Hopefully I can get that hit right there on the bow and maybe get flooding. Yep, there we go. There's one torpedo hit. He is flooding permanently. That is good stuff right there. Okay, so we do have the Lightning. We have the ATCAT back here. I want to make sure that I can get these guys spotted, keep them spotted, and there's another torpedo run at the Lightning. If I don't screw this up too badly, I should have them right here. Oh, I did. I screwed that one up. See? It's, he really hit the gas on me there. Not the greatest game in the world here to try and showcase what the AP bombs can do, so I'll end up coming back to play another game with the Parseval. Hopefully we can have a decent game with it. Now, with any luck here, I haven't done any pre-drops only because I haven't had to deal with a whole lot of AA coverage at the moment. I do have plenty of aircraft available. Alright, so we didn't get much there. We got 1 penetration hit on the mains. And he is shooting me right now, so that kind of sucks. Nimble little buzzard. Hoping this battleship gets over to help me. Now that he's looking at a broadside mains. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Well, I tell you what, little buddy. If you're going to sit there and do that stuff to me, then I'm going to go ahead and bring some torpedo planes to you. I don't know why our battleship right now is shooting HE at a mains. That doesn't make much sense to me. Alright, so here's torpedo salvo. I should do the trick on the mains. Boink, boink, boink. And that's it. That's all she wrote.
We destroyed an enemy cruiser. Autopilot mode disabled.
And I might actually burn out here, so hoping that I can get some torpedo planes up to go deal with the enemy destroyer that is still in the game. Alright, we are going to lose our aircraft carrier, but I want to make sure I get the planes up. We did get a full run of them, so here we go. Let's go get their destroyer. Now, I'm not very happy about the fact that I put myself into a position where I lost my aircraft carrier. That's something that I take kind of personal. That mains kind of went all the way around the map. You're going to get that from time to time. Okay, there you go. Got your mama is still alive.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
God, I wish I could get one hit here, but I know there's a timer on these things. Oh, and then the torpedoes spread out like that. That's all right though. I think we got the win right there with that one. Just keep them spotted like that. That's all you got to do, guys. Just keep after these destroyers. That's priority number 1. Priority number 2: don't send your carrier to the back of the map. Overall, I'd say we had an okay game. Yeah, 3rd on the team. Again, like I said, I'm not a super Unicum aircraft carrier, okay? I think the thing that hurt them, obviously, though, is the fact that their aircraft carrier, he quit. Nothing I can do about that, guys. Didn't really have to worry about dropping a whole lot of fighters, but he must have been completely deplaned. So at the end of the day, we end up with 7 torpedo hits, 6 bomb hits, no citadels, unfortunately, but we did get 2 kills and 41,000 damage, with one of those being on a Udachi and a Dev Strike. So you know what? Mission accomplished, boys and girls. We won that game. We ended up 3rd on the team, top 3. I'll take it, okay? Great game by the mains on our team, by the way, I might add. So, I will come back around to the Parsival. I'm going to play one game with the Implacable. Now, here's the Implacable. I'm going to go ahead and highlight some of the features of this ship. Again, I'm running pretty much the standard stuff that I was running on my Parsival. Same stuff, aircraft groups, everything to aircraft, concealment for the 3rd slot. Again, air groups mod 3. I only have 2 of the upgrades right now. I have the hull upgrade, and then I have the torpedo planes upgrade. Now you're going to kind of see where the Implacable differs a little bit from the Parsival. So this ship here has what we call carpet bombs. I got 52,200 health. Here's my aircraft. Attack squadron is 2 instead of 3. Okay, so I'm only going to be dropping 2 aircraft, but I do have very slow torpedoes, 43 knots. You're probably thinking, and a lot of people have said this to me, how can you like the Implacable? There's ships out there that are faster than those torpedoes. These torpedoes have a narrow launch angle. So when I'm talking about dispersion of your torpedoes, they have the ability to be launched right on top of each other. And if you can funnel a destroyer in between those torpedoes, you keep them on a straight line because they're going full speed. Swing back around, drop torpedoes on a full broadside hit, and you can drop these things really, really close. So the second thing, carpet bombers. The dive bombers, they drop these little itty-bitty mini bombs, and they have a 33% chance of starting fires. And I think each aircraft drops like 6 or 7 or 8 of these things. It's pretty gruesome looking. So again, it's fun to watch. I like playing this ship. I want to highlight it because honestly, I think these are my 2 favorite aircraft carrier lines in the game right now. That'd be the Germans, and then that'd be the British aircraft carrier lines. So here's what we're looking at, concealment 11.4. Here's the Implacable. And I'm running Dennis Boyd, 14 Legend 2. Same inspirations that I was running on Hans Geisler. Torpedo speed, get the torpedoes up as fast as you can. Torpedo damage, and then I'm actually running extra health on my carpet bombers, as well as the extra fire chance here instead of running concealment. With the vault as my legendary effect, just gives me extra health to my aircraft. And these aircraft do have a lot of health. I will say it's a lot harder to get these things shot out of the air than where some of the other ones do. So let's go ahead and load up the Implacable. Hopefully you have a decent game with this one. All right, so Land of Fire Domination. It's another one of those maps for me that it's not my favorite map in the world, but it's not the worst one either. It tends to get the teams spread out a little more. Hard for them to bunch up AA on me. All right, so there's only 2 destroyers, the Hyson Yang and the Z-23, and a lot more battleships. And we did end up in a full legendary match here with Kerr First Yamato on the enemy team, and they also have an Implacable. So we're gonna find out today what these things are made of. All right, again, torpedo bombers in the air first. That's just the way I run these. I'm gonna go ahead and move my carrier up behind this island, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna push A. Got a low Yang here. I got a rich Lu. Yamato, I prefer not to have them. I prefer not to lose those guys off the match, just because I know how valuable having your legendary ships are in this game. Okay, so my fighters just shot down 5 of his aircraft. That's exactly the kind of stuff that I want to get to happen here. And we also spotted the Hyson Yang. He is not running an upgraded hull mod. So what I want to do is I want to get over here. I want to showcase these bombs for you, or excuse me, these torpedo planes. So I want to show you how quickly how quickly the dispersion goes down on these things. So they're slow. He can definitely turn, but he is turning right into one of these, maybe even both. Oh, so we got him with one. We got him with one, and we're keeping him spotted. So now's our chance to come back around. He's trying to stop, so I know he's going to start reversing right here. Okay, I got a flood and another hit, so he's up to 7,200 damage on just the Hyson Yang alone. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send those back. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to load up some carpet bombers. Now, these carpet bombers are interesting, too, because they can really go after these destroyers as well, and they can get hits. These little things are annoying as hell, and they're really fun to use, actually. So. Go ahead and drop a set of fighters over the top of our low Yang here. I'd prefer not to have him shot to pieces. There we go. I think I dropped those in the perfect spot. Okay, so I didn't get any hits there, but again, he's going to be out of that smoke screen pretty soon. And there he is. Not a lot of health on that left on that guy. Okay, so we got him spotted. See if we can get him to go into an angle here. Drop those bombs right on him. And there we go. We got one hit and a fire. Do everything in our power to keep him spotted. Let's get him off the game. There we go. Perfect. Let's go ahead and drop those. We'll get them back to the ship as quick as possible. And then we'll go ahead and load up some more torpedo planes. I'm going to go see if I can help out on a different side of the map now. They are out of destroyers. We still have one. Unfortunately, they're going to be keeping him spotted. There's nothing I'm going to be able to do about that. So now I've spotted the enemy aircraft carrier. And he is right there. Fortunately, their combined AA is going to do some wicked damage, and that's going to suck a little bit. Any luck here, I'll get full torpedo hits. There's a flood. It's the flood I was looking for. See if we can come back around and get him hit again.
Our team has taken the lead.
What I'm looking for is I'm looking to get these torpedo hits on the nose, and there it is. That's the flood. By avoiding the torpedo belt, I feel like I get more chances for a flood, and now he is going to flood for an absolute long time. Without question. So I don't know why our Lo Yang decided he wanted to push up so hard. That really wasn't necessary. Especially now that I got a nice little flood going on that Richelieu. But now our aircraft, their enemy aircraft carrier is spotted. We do have the Iowa up here. We have the Lo Yang. Clear sky medals for both these guys. He's got to be just about deplaned. Whereas I'm not even close to being deplaned. And there we go. We got the flood kill on the Richelieu. And there we go. We got torpedo kill. Alright, Lo Yang, good job. We just made it a 5-on-3. Not the sexiest game I've ever played in the world, but, you know, I got a little help from RNG there. Alright, so we're going to be able to showcase the fire-causing capabilities right about now. We got 5 hits, no fires there, but we're going to come back around for another run on him. We'll go ahead and do evasive maneuvers. That's left on the D-pad. And we're coming in for another run right now. Tighten this thing up the best we can. and these look like they're gonna hit. Pretty devastating. Yep, there we go. 2 fires. Go ahead and send those back. We're gonna go ahead and just keep sending up some of these. With that Kerfurst damage conning those 2 fires, I want to get back over here. I want to make sure I can try and get him back on fire. Especially with the legendary battleship, that is #1 priority for me. Not only that, but I'll be resetting the captain at the same point with this. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I got 1 fire. Perfect. There's another fire. He is double fired. So that's a lot of damage at this point.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Jean Bart has some of the best AA defenses in the game right now, and that's honestly why it's really, really difficult to go up against the Jean Bart. And the Kerfurst just devastating struck a Richelieu. That in and of itself is a feat. Having our battleships be thoroughly outplayed at this point is not a very good thing to have happen. Oh, and the Yamato with a big, big shot. Alright, now this is going to be a potentially bad day for us. Not sure how long we're going to be able to hold on to this one.
Our team depends upon you.
It's going to be a close one, but I think they're going to eventually get the kill on me here, which stings. "20 seconds. It's going to be close." That one hurt. That hurt. Now they're citadeling us. That sucks. Oh, are we going to survive it? We survived it! Woo! What a game. Wow, that was a doozy. Jesus. Excuse me, I'm going to go change my shirt. I'm all sweaty. And we ended with 107,000 damage. 37 bomb hits, 9 torpedo hits, 1 kill. 8 fires, 3 floods. Yeah, get you some Implacable. There we go. We'll take second on the team. I'm okay with that. All right, so that kind of showcases a little bit of what the Implacable is able to do. And like I said, I'm going to play one more game with the Parsifal. I'd like to get a little bit better of a showcase here on this one. But after this one, that'll be it for me. I'm going to wrap that video up right then and there. Again, guys, this is Carriers 101. You saw what I did there. I put myself into a position where I was able to support my team, and then I started backing up. Now, it is beyond me how I was able to ricochet all those main shells the way I was able to, but that is a feat in and of itself. Drop, and then like the secondary part of this too. The part of this that I'm actually getting a little bit better with myself is knowing exactly where to drop the aircraft, because it looked like we had that enemy aircraft carrier pretty deplaned through the whole of that game. I mean, we had him deplaned pretty quickly, and I think a lot of that is contributed to the fact that I'm dropping fighters in a position where my fighters are taking down his bombers, and that's not happening at the same point to me. So, we do have the worst AA destroyer in the game that we could possibly be facing right now, and that's the Friesland. We also have a Loyang and a Shimakaze. Now, the priority target for me right now is going to be that Shimi. So we're just going to go ahead and get up here on this side. We do have 2 destroyers on the other side, so I think they're going to have a way better time of being able to spot people. And we have our first victim right here. Oh, yes. Yes, come to me, Shimmy. Come to me. You might want to smoke up. You might think about smoking up there, Mr. Shimmy. And I'm just going to keep coming at you, Shimmy. I'm going to keep coming. How he avoided that one on the schnoz, I'll never know. But for him to be spotted like that and nobody to shoot the most absolutely devastating destroyer in the game like that, I'm just going to have to keep at him. now that I got him spotted and I know where he's going. Boink.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
So the good news is our team has already gotten 2 of their battleships down. I'm still going to have to go after this Shimakaze, though. For whatever reason, the team over here does not want to shoot at him, and it is absolutely causing me fits.
Concentrate fire on the designated
And after I get the Shimakaze out of here, I'm probably not going to use Torpedo Bombers until they're all fully restorated. I am going to switch up the AP bombs. I'm going to try and go after some of these ships. Kurfürst over here, amongst other things. There we go. We got another torpedo on our good friend, the Shimakaze.
Our team has taken the lead.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get some AP bombs up in the air. At this point, I have to hope that my team can somehow come up with a way to shoot this guy. I mean, quite literally, he is down to a sliver of health. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, he could still do damage as long as he is still breathing. Taking him pretty far out of the game, though, at this point. Alright, so for my first magic trick here, I'm going to go after the Grojakur first. I want to be able to adequately show what kind of bomb damage these aircraft are capable of doing. There's one Citadel hit. Yeah, the combined AA here, that's pretty brutal. I'm going to go ahead and move my aircraft carrier up to here.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Again, I was able to harass a Shimakaze into submission, and he has done nothing to help his team because of it. It's all about knowing what ships you're supposed to go after. And that right there, my friends, that is the ship you go after. I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can get a big hit on this Richelieu here. Alright, I should be able to finish off the Richelieu with this next torpedo run. That way I can actually say I helped my team. There we go.
Enemy battleship foundered. Our victory is in sight. Nice work.
Oh, that's pretty brutal.
Victory is in sight. Our victory is in sight.
Keep them spotted just long enough. And the Khabarovsk is making sure that his good friend over here, the Lexington, has a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you do not do in an aircraft carrier. This is what you do not do. There it is. Double citadels for the kill. Guys and gals, do not reverse your carrier to the back of the map. Do not give up going after destroyers. If you need to get away from a destroyer, pick out the next best target, okay? Get it flooding, get it on fire, hit it hard, hit it fast. Just keep going at these guys, okay? I didn't have a one game, but I had a third place, a second place, and a third place, and I think we won every single one of these games, guys. I can't stress it enough. I'm not a unicum. I'm not a great carrier player, but I'm starting to figure these things out. And I got to tell you, when you start figuring them out and you start winning games like this, these things become a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my introduction right there. That is Carriers 101 Shipenomics style. Episode 4 is in the books. I want to thank all my fans out there. I want to thank everybody who subscribed to me, who watches these videos. It's my drive to keep going. I really enjoy doing this stuff for you guys, and I want new players to come check this stuff out. I want new players to learn how to play this game, because chances are new players are going to end up on the blue team, and we want blue team to play good, right? Right. So, guys, that's all I got for today on this episode of Shipenomics. Episode 4 is in the books. Stay tuned for more content. We're going to be doing this for a while. We got some good ships coming out. Just heard the Minotaurs coming out in the next campaign, the first ever legendary campaign. Can't wait to get some content up on that. The Lions coming into this game. All sorts of good stuff. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Jankenomics is signing off. Peace out, everybody.